They stopped talking to him after the 4th hour. His air was running out by then. The batteries in his suit would last another 10, at least, meaning his corpse would be kept warm for a while after he was dead. He almost laughed about it. His wife had loved those detective shows, and a forensic examiner would have a difficult time pinpointing the hour of his death. Not that anyone would be coming for him. Not that anyone would ever try. He had hopes, once, of rescue. His abdomen still ached from where the oxygen tank had hit him. A cosmic accident in the most absolute of terms. Something struck the connector, breaking it loose, sending the tank careening off the side of the ISS and then right at him. A 1 in a million chance. 1 in a billion. The tank struck him, his tether snapped, and he was propelled toward the moon like a one-person escape craft. They promised they were working on a rescue plan. There was enough fuel in the Soyuz to come after him. The race was whether they could reach him, while preserving enough fuel to return before his air ran out. He had been unconscious for the first 20 minutes of his flight. When he came around and realized his predicament, it was already then almost too late. They hadn't even believed him at first when he told them what happened. The consequence of being the mission jokester. He was mincing breaths, trying to make the air last. Not that it mattered. No one was coming for him now. They had stopped talking to him because they suddenly had something much more important to occupy their attention. He had a good view for the show, at least, which was actually almost comforting. He had always been a fan of science fiction, and this was like a story come to life. NASA scientists had once estimated that there were between 1 and 2 billion asteroids between Mars and Jupiter with a diameter of half a mile or larger. The same scientists predicted that there were maybe as many as 4,700 asteroids out there with the size potential to devastate the planet should one of them impact the surface, and that only about 30% of those had so far been found. The likelihood that an asteroid 10 miles wide traveling at near relativistic velocities was so minuscule that no scientist would ever have been bothered to calculate them. It was easy to see how it was missed. Space is vast. Finding even an object that large in the volume of the solar system was like trying to spot a particular dust mote inside an airplane hangar. They must have noticed it at the last moment, though. That was why they stopped talking to him. Why spend words on a doomed man hurtling into space when the hammer of God was suddenly falling upon you? The Earth came apart like an egg. The asteroid struck the planet at an oblique angle to him. Very little ejecta would be heading his way. There would be no mercy strikes from terrestrial missiles. Only the slow gasping death of the fish tossed into the bottom of the boat, except that he was out of the boat, so far out, and the boat had sunk. The very atmosphere was on fire. Nothing, not even a microbe, would survive it. The Earth wasn't even round anymore. The magma that had been trapped deep within for 4.5 billion years was now spewing out. Bright rivers of orange and red, like party streamers, arced into the void. Enormous continent-sized chunks of rock, torn from the hole, were floating majestically away. It was, in a surreal way, the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. But that could have just been the asphyxiation tainting his perceptions. His oxygen alarm went off yet again. He silenced it, yet again, and continued to drift outward, toward the moon and the stars, waiting for night to take him. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe so you won't miss out on all the great stories yet to come. And while you're here, check out the music and other videos. We're sure you're going to like what you find. Thanks for listening.